Hi, I'm Adam Holland. I'm here with our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Dustin Bromley. We are atop an imaginary cell tower with an imaginary stadium in the background. And Dr. Bromley, thank you for joining us today. I want to talk to you about some bond updates real quickly. First, the landscape at what used to be Bulldog Stadium has totally changed. What's happening over there?
Yeah, if you've had a chance to drive north or south of the old Bulldog Stadium, you're going to see a lot of work that's has started. We are wrapping up demo out there at the former site as we start to progress into laying our detention and starting to build out our new Bulldog Stadium. So a lot happening, exciting times, and anybody that comes around the area can see some of the work and progress that we've made.
What happens next there? I noticed that there are still a couple of buildings up. It was my understanding that the field house was going to be the very last thing to come down, and that would, am I right?
Correct, yep. Okay. So our current field house will stay throughout really all of construction, and that'll be the last building to come down, and that'll later become parking for us. But right now we're just trying to get utilities pulled up and capped off and ensure that we've got the accessibility to kind of start our detention. So what you'll see south in what we call the junior parking lot, you'll see some kind of outline of some concrete work that's taking place there, and we're going to start our detention system there, and then that'll move north up near where the old practice field was, and you'll see some of that detention starting there. So that's really the next phase of our project, and then you'll start to see some supplies coming out there and some steel and some other things as we start to move forward.
Can't wait. There's a lot going on bond related throughout the district, specifically safety and security. A lot of things that people see and a lot of things that they don't see. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, and I think one of the big pushes and goals for us this year is to be more thorough and communicating some of the processes that we use here in LaPorte ISD. But no doubt, the bond, one of the big pushes and one of the big pieces of it was safety and security. So initially in our first sale, as we started to go out, you're going to see panic buttons that our teachers are going to start wearing to alert local authorities for any emergency that we may see. We've continued work on our vestibules and our controlled access. So, when you come to a campus in LaPorte ISD, there's almost like a two-way entry. So you get into the vestibule, that you have to get controlled access into that point, and then the front office workers then allow you to come into the second point. And all that obviously has resistant film installed on it, and we're working to put up perimeter fencing throughout the district here in the fall as we move into Christmas.
I know that a few weeks ago I saw on social media beautiful paint job on the hallways of Jenny Reed Elementary School. Almost makes it look like a brand new school. Now the painting can really only take place, and I know that you guys have it planned for pretty much every campus at some point. That can only take place during holidays, am I correct?
Well, downtimes, because when we do a full building paint, obviously we've got to get into all the nooks and crannies, but we've got to move things off the walls and furniture around, and we can't do that while kids are there, obviously the chemicals and so forth. So obviously the summer was a big push with Jenny Reed and let's see, Heritage and Bayshore with some other areas that we did some heavy painting in, but that'll be a process. Painting and playgrounds are really our first push on the campus side of the bond and our Proposition A, so we'll be looking forward to getting those things done over the break. So Christmas time will be another point, and then really moving back into summer. Summer is going to be a big piece of that work because that's when kids are out of the building.
Well, hopefully it'll cool down enough at some point where it won't be so hot on the playground. Dr. Bromley, thank you so much for updating us on the bond 2023. And if you would like to see current photos, the latest videos, anything bond related, visit lpisd.org and then click on the LP Bond 2023 icon in the upper right hand corner.